cannot give you back your homes or restore your dead to life.
But perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Hey everyone, so with the third episode of Season 8 coming this weekend, fans worldwide are speculating what goes down during the battle at Winterfell. Before the season began, I came up with a theory involving the crypt under the Winterfell castle. Now, we've known the crypt would play a role in the upcoming battle against the dead when Game of Thrones released short cutscenes in a trailer showing Varys scared out of his mind along with women and children. The show also released a teaser where Jon, Sansa, and Arya meet down in the crypt and stare at statues of themselves. So it seems like the crypt itself has a special significance to the end of Game of Thrones. And of course, this had me thinking, the dead surely outnumbers the living, and each victim the Night King crosses paths with is resurrected and joins his forces. Basically bad news for anyone with a beating heart. That means any major characters that are killed in battle will be turned undead and end up fighting against their former brothers in arms. Could you imagine seeing Brienne or the Hound die and then come back as a white? Good luck to anyone who has to battle those two. Anyway, I feel it is almost guaranteed survivors on the living side will be forced to retreat into the crypt once they realize their plan fell apart. I mean, we don't even know if the Night King is going to show up to the Stark castle. He's currently flying around on Viserion, so his whereabouts are completely unknown at this point. I could foresee Jon Snow making it to the crypt. He has a tradition of making it out of life and death situations by the skin of his teeth, except for that one time he actually did die, but you could say overall, there was a happy ending to that. Remember the fact that Jon has been dead before. That's very important in this theory. So let's say a number of characters fall back into the Crypt of Winterfell, Jon included, because as far as we know, he is the prince that was promised, aka the second coming of Azor Ahai. Melisandre believes this after she saw Jon's face in the flames, and Beric Dondarrion believes he was brought back by the Lord of Light for something very special. In fact, listen to what he tells Jon when they were surrounded by the dead north of Eastwatch.
The Lord brought you back, and he brought me back. No one else, just us. Did he do it to watch us freeze to death?
The crypt holds the remains of all the ancient Stark kings from thousands of years before, as well as the Wardens of the North once Aegon Targaryen conquered Westeros and became king. Winterfell as a whole was created by Brandon the Builder, the man credited with founding House Stark as well as the creator of the Wall. Before Bran was marked by the Night King, the dead could not pass through the wall into Westeros. The 300-mile-long barrier contained magical spells that kept the Night King from crossing. And just like the wall, I believe the Crypt of Winterfell contains that same magic, keeping the dead from entering. And because Bran has not been in the crypt since after he was marked, must mean those spells would still hold strong, banning the dead army from getting through. Maybe this is why Bran told Sam he was the one who had to go tell Jon about his mother and father. Remember, Sam found Jon in the crypt. If Bran had gone down there, it could have broken the spells, allowing the Night King to just walk right in. More or less, Bran knows what's going to happen. He has the knowledge of every three-eyed raven before him, and just maybe it was Bran who went into the past to become Brandon the Builder, implementing magic in the crypt to prevent White Walkers from ultimately gaining access. All of this, plus the fact that Jon was brought back from the dead, makes me believe when the time is right, the ancient Starks buried beneath the castle will resurrect and make a final stand against the Night King. If Jon retreats into the crypt and the Stark spirits rise to defend their legendary home, I believe this will be when Jon Snow fulfills the prophecy of the prince that was promised. And if it happens, it may be in the very next episode. So keep on the lookout for a huge twist in the plot of Game of Thrones. More likely, the battle will begin in episode 3 and continue on in episode 4. With that said, we've known the Crypt of Winterfell plays an undeniable role in the story of Ice and Fire, and this may be the final crescendo on that subject. Anyway, if you like this video at all, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more uploads daily. And as always, have a great day, take care, and I will see you tomorrow.
But perhaps I can give you justice.